Welcome again to the ACE channel, where we look at some of the ACE products that are on sale from us. Remember, we sell anything from a connector to a radio mast, and all brands from Intel to Zartec. Let's have a look at what we'll be doing today.
Hello once again and welcome to today's product review. Okay, today we will be having a look at another new product from Hytera, HP786. I am so excited to review these as we saw the launch last year, and this is the first I could get my hands on some of these. These are the new Hytera range portable devices. They are quite nice. It's similar to the old stuff, but a lot of differences they brought in. So yeah, this is the replacement for basically the 785 series. It's called the HP786 now. So let's have a look and see what we have in the box. Okay, we have the standard booklet, as with all their products. Just know that these are demos that they have used already. They would not always maybe come like this. Okay, your antenna, your standard radio, and as you can see, they have already been used. The charger, the antenna, the belt clip, the little strap, which I'm not even going to take out, as I feel that those are totally useless. I do not understand why those things are even put in the boxes. The Chinese seem to think that that is such a nice gesture to give you a little carry strap, but the quality of those things are so bad. Okay, let's first have a look at some of the accessories. We have a shorter antenna than the previous one that we had a look at. The HP685 had a longer antenna. I will be interested in seeing what this antenna will do. We did a comparison, we did a test on the previous one, and yes, it was a good antenna. But a short antenna is always better? No, probably not. Okay, it says UHF on it. It probably doesn't say Hytera on it. That I also find funny that they've changed that. There is some markings on the bottom. It says 400 to 470, although the radio is spec'd from 380 meg. So yeah, it is interesting that the antenna is different than what the radio will actually do. Okay, belt clip once again. I have a problem with the belt clip and the way that it clips on the battery. Let's have a look at the battery itself. Yeah, nice shape of the battery. It is nice. I like the fact that the battery clip is on the bottom of the battery. And I see that the battery of this one is totally different than the HP685 series. Okay, so this is also a 2400 versus the 2000 milliampere hour, which was in the 685. So this device has a much stronger antenna, a much stronger battery. It is also 7.7 volt. It is a BP2403, also lithium ion polymer. Okay, now my concerns about the battery latch is that if you have someone that has the whole day time to sit and take this latch off, push it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you will eventually get to a point where the latch doesn't work anymore. And as I can see, I've pushed the latch in, but it hasn't actually latched in. I think it is. It's fairly stiff, but there is a chance that the battery clip can be pushed off. And this could fall off from your pocket or from your belt or anything. I do not specifically like this design. Nevertheless, the fact that everything is on the battery, if there is a problem with the radio, it could easily be rectified by just replacing the battery itself. and you solve that problem immediately. Maybe it is broken out there, maybe the latch has been worn out, or the clip itself has been damaged. You simply replace the battery and you don't have to affect the radio itself. If we look at the radio, as mentioned in the other video, Hytera seems to have deviated now from what they did previously. It is not a critique at all. I'm just saying the Hytera was known for having the antenna in the middle, and there was much debate whether that is actually better or worse for radiation, for the antenna radiating or giving power out. I'm going to say something tongue-in-cheek, which I can be quoted or not. Maybe the antenna in the middle was then not such a great idea if they've reverted back to the old style what everybody is used to. So just a thought, my own thoughts. I'm not a professor or a doctor in RF at all. So I would say the question begs to be answered, was that as successful as we all had believed, or they made us out to believe? Anyway, the fact that they've moved it that side is questionable. It is a nice radio. Let's see what it looks like when I fit the battery on. The metal part is on here where it clips in. I like that. That's probably, I don't know what it is for an option board, I would assume. And yes, it says 350 to 470. Just bear in mind the antenna supplied does only from 400, and I don't know if there's a different antenna supplied on the battery. On the lower end of the scale, you have your part where you put the little strap in, this side or that side, the new accessory adapter cover, and also some programmable buttons, and the PDT button itself being plastic and rubber. Okay, so let's have a look and see how the battery fits. I think it's easy enough to just push it on. There you go. It feels good in my hand. Very good. It feels very good. It has a nice feel to it, a nice touch to it. I like the new menu layout. It is very crisp. It is much brighter than the old LCD type displays. You can actually read this in full sun and still see what's going on. And as mentioned in the previous video, I believe Hytera has made these devices so they can stand in full rain, and it has like a drainage system for the speaker and the microphone. Yes, I really like this device. It is nice and small. The fact that the antenna is good on this, I like it. If we just look quickly what the menus will look like, you can see it is totally different than your previous series devices. I believe it's got USB 3 capability, Bluetooth 3 capability, which means that you'll be able to program it via not the cable necessarily, but via Bluetooth, a upgrade which I think has been long awaited in the radio industry. And also they are developing an app so that you can program the radio from an app on your Android phone. I think that's wonderful. How many times have you gotten to a place and your cable is either damaged, or you've loaned it to someone, or it's stuck in a workshop on a radio or something like that, where if you get your site, you can quickly just read the parameters of the radio, change something that you want, maybe put the radio in a test state and go through it when you're on site. You don't need special cables. I really like that. That is a good step forward. Yeah, if I look at what it feels like, good. It has a push button on there, and you have changes there. In this case, it is not the volume. I think the volume is here. So this is a dual function. Yeah, if you push it in, it goes to those settings for the channels, and it is normally volume. But I suppose you can change those things. I can do an in-depth review of it later on if somebody requests it, but for now I think this is basically what we will be doing. Okay, let's have a look at the antenna. My little tester being a BNC, but fortunately it's not a problem as I have one of these kits available. As mentioned before, this is simply easy by putting out what I need. Carefully put it in here, there you go, and now we have the correct termination what we require. So we can now put a BNC to an SMA female. Okay, perfect. Let's have a look at the antenna parameters for this device. Going to change, there you go, I'm changing it. You can see the antenna is fitted. I will go to the scan and let's use, I would say 445, maybe make it 450 as the center frequency. Okay, we start the scan and let's have a look at the performance of this antenna. I can see already this is worse than the other long antenna. It seems to be fairly constant. I am worried about that. The antenna's SWR is very bad indeed throughout the span. Although it stays fairly the same, you can see at the bottom here the SWR is fairly high on these antennas. It would make sense to actually buy an antenna, an aftermarket antenna, even a different antenna such is supplied with the other device, which is a taller antenna. However, I don't know if they have GPS built into this or if the GPS is built into the radio itself. My guess is it's built into the radio, so it'll probably make sense to rather use a aftermarket or a better antenna, the longer one. Shorter isn't always better, and this will be interesting to do a comparison test to see what it does. Okay, well, enough about the antenna. Let's have a look at the charger. It is a new charger as well. We're looking at a CH10L27, which is 1000 milliampere hour charger, which seems to be the common one for both the batteries. If we look at the charger adapter itself, I do not have an adapter here, so what we will do is not test this, but I will refer you back to the other video, which was the HP685 with exactly the same charger. Guys, I am really impressed with this radio. I like the new look. I like the fact that you can put this radio on the table. It'll stand up. I like the design in general of it. I like the feel of it. What I don't understand is why they've gone that route though, but nevertheless it has a nice feel in the hand. A nice replacement due for an old series already. Yes, this is such a nice radio. I don't understand why they've gone that route though, but I do like the battery clip on the bottom. Thanks for watching. Make sure to share, like and subscribe these videos so you can see what is available next. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.
Thank you for watching another great review from Ace Comms. Please like, subscribe and share our videos. Also feel free to send a comment, request for a review or just a shout out. Stay safe till next time.